Hello there. Welcome to Streaming Frontiers. My name is Viktor Gamov. If you are not sure who I am, let me bring my lower third. Bam. I'm a principal developer advocate here with Confluent, and I will be your captain for this journey. Sorry, all these puns for Star Wars fan. I think that's a good opportunity, and we just celebrated the May 4th. As a celebration of Star Wars. So hey, that's what we do here. Before we jumping in, it's great that some of you join us live. Hopefully, some of you join us live. And for me to understand if you are joining us live, write down something into comments. Into comment section wherever you are. So today is important. Today is a very important day because we're testing this in multi-stream, no pun intended, multi-stream stream between YouTube and LinkedIn. So that would be great to see if people seeing us in LinkedIn and I can see the comments in the broadcast. We testing these new technologies. Hopefully this will work. Let me jump into LinkedIn and see if there's a stream is happening there. I love it. Everything is happening there. I see my friends and my colleagues from developer relations team is also in our comment section. Come on, write down where are we coming from. I'm coming to you from a 3rd New Jersey studio, and I'm going to you live. And write your favorite drink. Today I'm drinking some waters and some sparkling hydration drinks. They're not sponsoring, so we're not gonna call their names. Let me know if you prefer coffee or tea, and you prefer something that is, more more strong. But hey, it's 12 p.m. here in East Coast in New Jersey, but it is 5 p.m. somewhere, as far as I know, the 5 p.m. somewhere in the London area. But hey, All right, let's see. We do have, yes, friendly reminder. Before we jump in the topic of our today's stream, um, the we're gonna be talking about a lot of things stream processing, but the best place to talk about stream processing and talk not only like I am doing and talking to you directly. Hey, I should stop doing this, otherwise my focus will be disappearing. So yeah, the reason why I brought this up is that we only 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks until current London, and the current London is going to be pretty dope. So current London is going to happen May 2021. That's the date. Save the date if you're in the area. If you already purchased ticket, no questions to you. If you didn't purchase ticket, I have so many questions. Like, why are you waiting? One of the things that you want to check out, we have published full agenda of the talks, and there is some very cool and some very interesting things that gonna happen in this particular event. So we will have apart from your usual suspects in stream processing, Kafka, Flink, we extend this agenda for the talks around AI, obviously, because even in this live streams, we're also talking about AI, and AI is a big part of conversation these days. We will have some speakers. For example, if we go in here, speaking about AI and the streaming infrastructure, we do have Jigar from OpenAI. He's going to be talking about the OpenAI infrastructure and how they use Kafka at OpenAI as a organization. So this is something that you don't want to miss. Speaking about AI, do we have a Sean here? Yes, we have Sean Faulkner from Confluent. He's going to be talking about event-driven AI. Fantastic subject. I think that's the good point where we go into a world where we're going to be not only consuming some of the the APIs when we call in these chat GPTs and things like that, but also automating and building tools where these tools will be talking to each other. And one of the examples of these tooling protocols we're going to be touching today. We're going to be talking about the MCP again. I think it's an exciting topic, and you should know more about this. And Sean and Andrew, we're going to talk about why orchestration of agent-to-agent communication is essential. That's pretty the pretty big aspect. Sean recently published the article where he talks about agent-to-agent protocol and MCP. So we're not going to talk about this yet unless there would be some requests from the audience. And if you are interested in join, my friends from my developer relations team will post a code to join the current. Yours truly also will be speaking there. I'm just doing, nothing fancy, no AI, no super cool and fun things. I was just talking about good old Kafka streams and Flink and how they, what things you need to take in considerations where you are doing, the stream processing. What you should choose, Kafka streams or Flink or what have you. So I don't see some reasons. Okay, cool. I see some people actually commenting in LinkedIn, but for some reasons, my streaming thingy that I use for streaming this content is not coming through. I don't see all these comments, but it's great to see. We do have a few folks from my team here. This is awesome. So agenda is published. I highly recommend to check it out. We will have Michelin stars, pun intended. Loic and Sebastian from Michelin, they're going to be talking about their um, their use cases and specifically the things that very near and dear to my heart about Kafka streams. So those things will be covered. All right, and that's current. I hope I'll see you there. Not only this is the event that you don't want to miss in terms of our world of data streaming, it is becoming an event that you don't want to miss in the world of AI as well. Now, apart from this, if you need additional motivation to join, apart from having all these speakers, I have all these networking opportunities with bright minds in the stream processing world. We're also doing some fitness activities, so I hope you will join us for an official 5K run on the Tuesday. Go to my LinkedIn. We do have I do have some announcements there. We do have official Strava group if you want to join. And let me see where's all my posts. And I'm talking about yeah, this is my post, and we do have official route. It's on Strava, obviously. If you join us, you will see already some people joining us in Strava, and look at this. How you can miss this? This is incredible views of the scenic views of the London. I'm just kidding. It's it is what it is. We run whatever. But the if you're a runner and you're looking for to join runners club of stream processors and the streamers, this is where you should be. All right. Yes, and hopefully I have a, let me see if I have a special code that I can share with rest of the group. I need to bring this to the screen, and the code is, I'm not going to pronounce this, but this is the code. If you will use this code when you're joining or buying the tickets, you'll get yourself a 30%. I think 30%. Let me know if it works for you. If it's not, also let me know. You know where to find me. All right. Now we talk about current. We talk about running. Let's talk about some AI, shall we? All right. So last time, let me go back to my screen. Hide the comment. So last time, we start talking about MCP, and MCP, it is a tool that allows you to access, not tool, it's the API, or it's the connection that allows you to join or bring some additional tooling inside your AI application. So one of the use cases that we were trying to do last time, we were chatting, and through the chat, we were doing some pretty cool things. We were creating topics. We were stream processing. We will do like a Flink statements and all this kind of stuff. So today, I'm continue to exploring this subject, and obviously, for me, but not necessarily obviously for you, we're going to be using official Confluent MCP Server for Confluent Cloud. It is official. I think we just published this into this big directory of MCP servers on Llama, whatever it is. So it would be easier to find it. And why it is important? It is important because it allows to expose or enable your data-driven applications to be leveraged inside your LLMs. Speaking about this, with this tool, I showed this last time, we enable LLM to look inside your Confluent Cloud and make some sort of decision. So today, since it's my live stream where I want to type some code, maybe very soon I'm not even need to write any code, because I will be just talking to my computer, and my computer will be generating some code. So today we're going to be vibing a little bit, and we're gonna build something, and we're gonna be using multiple tools. So first of all, today I really want to use this fantastic tool called Windsurf. Windsurf, it's the agentic. Let me try to sign into my Confluent Cloud, and let's see if it's still remembers my login. That's annoying, but so that's why you need to use API keys. Now, successfully signing to Confluent Cloud. So now, the Windsurf is a agentic IDE. It's the IDE that allows you to program, but also it can write a code for you. So this is what we're gonna be using today. It is based on VS Code, so VS Code extensions will work. So we're going to be using VS Code extension from Confluent to talk to Confluent Cloud, and we're going to be using MCP Server from within this IDE. So last time we used Claude as our MCP client. Remember when I was explaining last time, I think it was to bring my explanation of MCP, so you will be on the same page and you will refresh if you missed us last time. Let me find this diagram that I was drawing. Meanwhile, yeah, that's my diagram that I was talking about. Let me check the comments. There is no comments here, so let's see if I do have any comments in my LinkedIn. No new comments as far as I can tell. So let's see. All right. Okay. So there's no. I see some people join from Boston. Wow, nice. Now let me switch back to as I mentioned last time, there's LLM. That's your AI thingy API. We usually use some sort of client to talk to this. It can be Claude Desktop. It can be ChatGPT. In our case today, we're going to be using this the Windsurf, which is our IDE that has like a embedded or built-in communication with LLM, and we're going to be talking to some infrastructure to do the things. Now, and if we go to our Confluent and let's find this, what kind of configuring usage. So that's the important thing. It's already built. We need to blah, 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 configuring now usage. So there's no clear way to describe it. Probably I need to fix this. I need to go ahead and rewrite documentation so the people know what kind of prompts they need to put. But MCP is not something that we invented at Confluent. It is a standard that was proposed by Anthropic and supported by many vendors, and meaning that when you create a standard, you usually come up with some sort of reference implementation, maybe some tooling. And Anthropic provide us with a very cool tool called MCP Inspector. So MCP Inspector, this is something that you wanna, as a developer, you wanna try to see what this MCP server does. So here's the problem. What happens recently is that everyone start building MCPs and everyone start using MCPs. And it turns out it's actually very new and interesting way how to attack your computer, because most of the time you need to run code that someone wrote and you have no idea what this code does except you trust the developer. And one of the ways how you can, except kind of like if you want to go and see the code, if it's open source. If it's not open source, it would be difficult. And one of the ways how you can do this is just to go. Actually, let's try to do this. If I do this, I realize that, let me do this quickly. So I can run the tmux and go back to all this infrastructure. Hopefully, I'm not doing any rookie mistakes. Let's see if you can see my screen fairly well. I'll do live streams. This one, that should be fairly big for you now. And I just go to my AI folder and my Confluent MCP, and I run my inspector. So I'm going to be running this inspector inside this this console tool, and let's see if it still works. Let me refresh it. Okay. Now, not connected. I can go and say connect. Why it is not connected? Not connected for some reasons. Let's try to one more time. That we're using correct port. 6274, 6274. Not connected for some reasons. Maybe because I'm running this in my Windsurf. So let me kill this Windsurf for now and see if this will work. Back. Click connect. Now I connected to this MCP tool. So what it will do, it inspects this MCP server, and one of the things that you can see here is that you can see the configuration. It's a configuration for an inspector and environment variables for that this server would be using. Now, if I click the list tools, I see all possible things that this tool can do. So this server can do list of topics. So, and cool thing about this inspector thing, I can go and invoke this tool directly. So there's no magic here. So it's not AI yet. It's just a plain old API. So this MCP server uses JSON RPC. In this particular case, it uses communication through, I guess, like a server send events and stuff like that. No, Confluent MCP running on S02E03, meaning that whatever Confluent server will write into console, inspector will pick up, and this is how it will communicate. So there's nothing AI-ish yet, except like we can now see the top like tools. So if I run this tool, list of topics, so what it will do, it will connect to my Confluent Cloud, and inside my Confluent Cloud, I have my cluster. And I already showed this last time on the previous, so go watch my previous live stream when I explain how this works. Produce message, list, Flink statements. So let's see if I can run this tool. Error, organization ID is required. So boom, boom, boom. Let me see if I didn't put my organization ID inside here. Bootstrap servers. I didn't put the Bootstrap servers here, or did I? Boom, boom, boom. Let me see. Okay, so organization ID. Let me go ahead and go to my Confluent Cloud, my organization settings, and this is where I get my organization ID. That's my that's what I'm gonna be using. And when I get back to MCP Inspector, what is it? Close this one. We open this one, and organization ID. And if I run this, environment ID required. Okay, let's take a look. Environment ID. it's also not a problem. So we're gonna go environment, and we're gonna go my environment, and that's my environment ID where I can get this copy, environment ID, and run tool. Fetch failed for some reasons, probably because this endpoint is incorrect, but this is not how it's supposed to be used. It needs to be used within the context of some sort of like LLM, because these requests would be created by LLM. Boom, boom, boom. All right, I'm wondering. Now we're gonna go and close this one. We're gonna go kill the inspector. So it's not connected, and we're gonna get back to my Windsurf. Now let's get back to Confluent. Let's see if we still have a connection. So Windsurf will start the thing. Okay, no connection. We connect to Confluent Cloud. We're gonna get authorization back into this. Now, when I go here and click configure, it gives me this file that includes this JSON file that includes information about the servers. Specifically, some of the MCP servers that I already have installed. I have a GitHub, but I actually don't use it. So let's I might use it. So let's see what is most recently updated repository in my GitHub. So in this case, I'm using chat mode. So in this case, it's not writing anything. It's same way as you would do your chat GPT and stuff like that. Okay, we encountered this error. So it says that I need to go and quickly get GitHub token. This is what I can do. Actually, I can go and you can visit github.com. Gonna go and pick up my I will pick up my where's your settings? It's somewhere in the settings. My repository settings and something. Let's ask how I can get a path for GitHub. This should be smart enough in order to tell me log into GitHub account, go to settings, go to developer settings. Okay, we'll go to settings, and there should be developer settings. Where? Boom, boom, boom. Scroll down the bottom sidebar, left click developer settings. Yeah, okay. Developer settings, personal authorization token classic. Yeah, I think it's already expired. So let me just delete this token, generate new token. Just very simple one. Oof. 564338. Everything with passwords is, yeah. Okay, we call it Windsurf token. Token and whatever, just YOLO. Like, we'll take everything, right? Delete, no. Administration, right? Admin public, admin just user, delete repo. No, we're not gonna do this. Too many things. Just like, let's do something simple. We interested in repo. We can dismiss. I can copy this one. Obviously, it will disappear after this after the stream. So if I'll go back here, say bam, so save, and now if I will go ahead in my MCP, I'll click refresh. So hopefully it will pick up or restart whatever server is required. Now we can try. I can go ahead and say that, can I do this? Where's the button? Where's the button? Let's see. What's the most revert? Confirm. What's the most updated repository on GitHub? Let's see. Now, in this case, it realized that it needs to... Because permission for the search. Still, I need to go and find... So let me quickly... Let me restart this. Maybe it will require to restart in order to pick up the key. All right, so getting back. I just want to make sure it works, just in case, because we're gonna go with another route anyway. So now for find recent, if I'll go ahead and say revert, confirm. And let's see if this will work. Let's see, tools, GitHub is ready. Authentication failed. Whatever, it's fine. It's okay. We're gonna do something else. Start new conversation. Now, okay, so GitHub not working, probably something with the key, or maybe like incorrect requirements. Now, let's try to Confluent. What are my topics in Confluent Cloud? And in this case, it figured out that it needs to call MCP tool Confluent list topics and my topic flight, which is totally fine and totally legit, because we do have now, Jesus, every time I need to enter my credentials. That's not sustainable, but it's okay. Now my cluster 42, and I have a flights topic. Now, so since the Windsurf is the tool that allows me to write a code, so let's tell it. Okay, now which language we should use? We should use what? Python, Go, something not Java, something where I have no idea what I'm doing. So let's do create a Python producer application that will generate flight data in Avro format. Make sure that you use Confluent Cloud, Confluent Python library, and use schema registry for schemas. We will use Confluent Cloud as our Kafka. Let's see if it's good enough for this little guy to create this Python application. We're going to open folder. It says not the Windsurf. It's in my here Cascade projects and flight data producer. So let's open it. Oh, Jesus, it swapped that Visual Studio Code. We'll continue in another screen. Please continue. All right, so it picked up correct requirements. Avro, Kafka schema registry. Now it generates our flight schema. It looks good. Creating config. That's looks okay-ish. So we need to have a Bootstrap server somehow. That's information we can easily get from our plugin, and flight generator. So let's wait until it will gives us a code. So meanwhile, I can go ahead and see if I have a Python Okay, so it has this installed in the Visual Studio Code. Here's the thing: Visual Studio Code has all these plugins that Microsoft built. Windsurf uses open source version of Visual Studio Code, so that's why not all plugins are available. So let's see. All right. This is mistake, blah, 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 makes it up, cascade error. Let's see what it will do for me. It's create make file. Let's go here. So we're going to go we're going to go into flight data producer. And let's see. We're going to run make setup. Creating virtual environment, installing dependencies. Okay. Failed to build the wheel. We will see how we can fix that. Then install libRD Kafka first. Okay, so we need to install libRD Kafka. libRD Kafka is installed. And also it actually runs this stuff in the terminal and trying to build this this application. What is happening? So this is the moment where I should sit down and relax and wait until it's done and answer some of the comments in say, let me check my LinkedIn if I see any comments there. Now we go in with we go into Confluent, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, setup was successful. What it will do, where I can get my environment. Bootstrap server, where we can get this. Bootstrap server, we are getting this from here. We can just do copy Bootstrap server. SASL username and password. It's a for schema registry. URL, API key in secret. That's I don't know. That's I don't know how to do. That's what I need to go to Confluent Cloud, my cluster, my clients. When I go to Python, use create new API key, my account, next. Okay, Python app. We still need this API key anyways. So we're gonna do, okay. So that's gonna go here. SASL password, it's the Kafka password, okay. Again, I haven't rehearsed this before. We'll see how this will go. Okay, we'll save it. Now we use existing topic. We're gonna use flights topics and preview readme. Where's the code? Now it's not very interesting. Now I need to go API key, and for schema registry I need to do the same thing for schema registry. API key. I can go at API key, my account. Schema registry for environment Viktor, and streaming governance, and Python application. Streaming Frontiers. Create the application. We're gonna go our API key and our secret. And I need to find the schema registry endpoint. How I can find this? Let's see. Stream governance. Okay. Yes, I got it. Thank you. API key. It where I can find the schema registry URL. Schema registry. This one. Oh, here we go. Schema registry URL. Okay, topic flights. So if I run this make setup. Okay, setup complete. So what else we have here? Make run. And let's switch back here. So since this is the topic, we have a cluster topic flights and sorry. Let's see if all right, cool. So we have some flight data here in Kafka topic. Let's take a look. Let's see if this we can do this from the chat using using our MCP tool. How many messages in flights topic right now? And the cool thing is that it's already knows some of my habits. When I program using Windsurf, I created set of rules. In this particular case, it knows that I prefer every time when I need to automate certain things, I don't need to type the commands because I'm dumb. And I use make files for everything. And because I am visual side of things, I use emojis. And now it knows how to generate this code for me. Okay. So let's see if it's if we will be able to see a list of topics. So check flights. So in this case, it called MCP tool, but for some reasons, but it's not available in chat mode. Let me try to different approach. Okay, interesting. So if it's not available in chat mode, that's crazy. No. That's not what we want. All right. So okay. Let's try again. How many messages I have in I do have a MCP server. I can see how many tools available. So can create topic, delete topic, produce message, a link, create a Flink statement, delete list connectors, read connector, create connector, delete connector, search topic by name, add tags, list tag, list cluster, list environments. So it cannot consume apparently. That is unfortunate. Create topics, produce. Can it consume? I was under impression it can consume. That's fine. How many messages I have in flights topic? But the cool thing is that like Windsurf is pretty good on picking up the whatever requirements I created. So it is a created environment variable for me. That's super cool. Now it created this count messages list on topics, and after that it will try to run this. Hopefully it will be able to pick up hopefully this will be able to pick up our configuration. So was it using the same config? Error list. So it's from the very beginning. Let's try to run this again. Okay, so we can do add make file task to run to run. Okay, so we cannot do this, but based on the schema, where's my schema? Schema file. So we have flight number, departure. Create a Flink SQL statement that will find flights that 5 min. Okay, let's do something simple, like without window yet. Create Flink statement that count flights based on airport code. Use flights topic as the source. Output to airport flights topic. Okay, let's see if this will be able to do. Successfully retrieve 10 environments. Let's see if this will be able to find missing invalid data environment. Let me see, maybe I'm missing something in my configuration. Obviously, and this is the point where we need to read documentation. So let's do configures, environment variables, Confluent Cloud endpoint, Flink REST endpoint. This is where we need to. Okay, wait a second. So do not do anything crazy just yet. Flink GCP Cloud. So let's find this Flink. Flink. That's our where we can find Flink REST endpoint. Flink statements, API key, endpoints. Flink region cloud, Confluent Cloud. Okay, so in my here, let's open Confluent Cloud MCP Server here and my environment variable here. So Kafka REST endpoint, Flink REST endpoint. What we need to put is here. Flink USS. Okay, so it was able to find this, which is pretty cool. So it was able to find this, but let's put this anyway. Schema registry endpoint. I have this here. That's my, no, it's a Bootstrap server. What's my, that's schema registry endpoint. We don't need to put any ports here. Flink, Flink endpoint. Flink UAssist, okay. And Bootstrap server, correct. Okay, so we do have this information. Let's try again here. So let's take a look what it says. We're creating this Flink statement, invalid arguments to list code. Okay, inspected object, blah, blah, blah. Successfully retrieve 10 environments. So it figure out the environments. How it will find my environments or not. Now I need to find out which environment cluster for a flights topic is here. No, it's not correct. So environment, let's see if we can have this in configuration somewhere. Bootstrap server config path cloud. So master API secret pair. Yeah, so this is how it should be able to identify Kafka environment. Yeah, so the Kafka environment ID, that's where we're missing. Kafka, do we have it? We don't have it. environment ID. It says what? It's not required, but it would be good so we cannot go to the other people environment. In my environment would be env this one. So let's see. If I will go ahead, probably I need to restart again because I changed the configuration. So let's do, let's restart Windsurf. La 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 la. Okay. So I don't see any activity in the comments. Are you having fun, people? Are you entertained? Let's get back to our jazz. So let's go back into chat and let's here list my clusters in my. Let's see if this will do the thing. Successfully retrieved 10 environments. No, it should retrieve my environment. And that's incorrect. That's incorrect. Invalid result, missing invalid data array. So environment ID. That's not is it? I think it's not correct environment ID that we use here. That's what environment ID it should use. Check cluster in your environment. Let me start with default environment since it's likely where your flights topic is located. So it makes some assumptions based on a list environment. So let's see if we can take a look on inspector. Where's my inspector? What? Let's see if we can use this. Yeah, list tools. Now, list clusters. List clusters. Run tool. Success. So it gets me, if I would provide environment ID. So that's correct. For some reasons, let's tell it. Okay. List clusters in environment and remember to use it. Okay, now it uses correct environment. So when I was very intentional about this. Now, cool gets me information about the cluster. And now, okay, so now it went and create a check compute pool. Now I will create Flink statement and for Flink SQL. Let's see if it will be able to do that. So we're gonna go here, Flink statements. I don't see anything. Let's see, open the workspace, open SQL workspace. And in my environment, I see tables, flights, views. Let's see if it will succeed. Compute pool required. Let's see. Compute pool ID is required. Do we need to provide this in the environment? That's what happens the last time. So last time they don't know anything about Confluent in terms of using correct configuration for connector. Navigate to your environment, go to Flink statement, and it couldn't do this, but it suggested me what to do. Um, don't use connector config, because by default in Confluent Cloud there is only one source. Don't use connector config because one source of data. I don't know. We'll see if it will be able to fix it. At least last time, it was able to create the statements in my compute pool. So go to Viktor cluster 42, and in this environment, I do have a Flink. That's my compute pool. It's already there. It's already created. If it'd be able to. Okay, simplified version. Simplify statement. Okay, now create this in Confluent Cloud. Close this statement. We're gonna go and see where's our inspector, and there is there should be something like create Flink statement. Okay, create Flink statement. It has a configuration for Flink organization ID, environment ID, statement name, catalog name, database name. So this should be enough. It knows our environment ID in Confluent Cloud. There's some statements already in this environment, but need to check there's compute pool creating new statements. Let me update statement to create. Okay. Need to see compute pool ID for a Flink statement. We will see if this will be able to move somewhere. So far, I don't like this. Oh, so let's check if this we restart it again. So if I go to here, I'm going to cluster. Let's see topics. Yes, so it was able to create at least topic for me. Go environment, go in Flink statements. It feels like it's not going to correct to environment. It's not going to correct environments. Let's see if at least this will work. We can go here like this. Tables. Tables are here. So if I will just do something like this from if I will do something like catalog. So in this catalog is our environment. So in this case, cluster 41. Can I do this? Vic experiments, cluster 42, flights, and insert into cluster 42 is our database. So this should work without doing this jazz because I assigned this. If I run this, do not much. Let's see if we can fix this. So column types for query result in sync. Do not much. Different number of columns. Query schema, sync schema. So we need to create schema for this. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this guy will be able to get us somewhere. Okay. I think this schema is different though, because let's take a look. So we have this one. There's a key var binary. So there's no schema attached here. But this one, it has a schema and the schema inferred from schema registry. Can we, let's see if we create schema from MCP server? Create statement, delete statement, this connector, read connector, delete search topics, create topic. No, but how would Avro schema look for airport count? Okay, let's see. And actually, it proposes different approach to this one. Insert to airport flight count, select departure, airport, departure from flights. Let's see if the select actually works. And after that, we'll fix the to departure airport not being grouped from. Of course, it's not being grouped. Of course, we put this here, and let's see if we can get something out of it. Okay, that's how the schema. So we can do this. We can do this. So let's go to Confluent Cloud here. Allow. Open. Because I restarted again. Removed the. I do cluster. Can I say configure topic? Okay, topics. I can have a schema, create new schema in Avro format. We're gonna do this for. Let's see if we can do this through this UI. So I was wondering how I can. No schema for this topic. How I can fix that? Upload schema to schema registry. Okay. Okay, let's do this one. We're gonna do this file. We call it flight count. Airport flight count. Schema Avro. We're gonna put this Avro thingy here. We save it. We're gonna go here and say upload. We're gonna do airport and create new subject. So we have new subject for it's for value. Yeah, I think it's for value, and it's gonna be airport flight count, airport flight count value. Okay. And if I would refresh. Okay, so schema is assigned. Let's see if the Confluent Cloud was able to that should. So many. Okay, so we have airport flights. Let me refresh this page. We're gonna go tables, airport flight count table. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking something. Okay. And let's see if this tool helped me at all, or it just confuses out of confuses everything out of me. Now, flights, airport flight count, and insert the airport flight count from flights. Let's test this one based on airport flight count. Why it says column query results sync not match, cause different number of columns. So we're gonna go with airport code. Yes, airport code, departure as a flight type. Flight type is WARCAR, also type. Okay, I think it's fine. Why it is not? Let's create this one, create new one. And when I run this, column type of not much, different columns. Interesting. Let's try two things. Let's see. String that null, string. Scheme mismatch on if this might has additional key field. It's not presented in query result. Let me help you to fix this. Okay, let me see how this will fix me. Okay, so it still confuses. It's still confused with the absurd Kafka. Still confused with absurd Kafka and uses different. Why? Let's see. Let me do this from scratch. If I will just do. Let's start with simple select. We do select. Departure airport. Because probably it's a different schema. What? No, departure airport is what it says. Invalid. Air from departure will not be in grouped. Of course. Being grouped. Okay, now, and if I would do insert into it's still flight type, flight count, airport code. Airport code, flight type. What's the flight type and count? Why it is not? I don't know. So let's see what it says. Yeah, so we don't need this per se, as far as I can tell. Like the schema correct. I might need to investigate why it is not doing whatever. But in this case, let's figure out the last time. Last time I promise, and I'll let you go. Airport code. So query schema. Airport code string is not null. Yes. Flight type varchar not null. Sync schema. Key bytes. Bytes is fine. We're not inserting any key. Airport code is string. And what was the difference between string, and in this we do have Avro. It's also string, so should be not a big deal. Flight count, big integer. I actually don't know. I need to. It will require a little bit more. Oh, okay. So let's see if this will work with It's a create views. What? I don't think it will work. Let's see if we can do this. I don't think it will work. Ah, no, we have views. Okay. Okay, so at least it was able to create the views. Okay, let's see if we can use another. Where's my SQL? Apply. Boom. Accept changes. Now arrival count, and if I would do arrival count, where's the arrival count? I just created arrival count. Now if I will do insert into airport flight count, it's gonna be same problem with schema incompatibility. I need to investigate. I don't know why it is. Let me see if I can modify this in environment Flink experiments. Boom, 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 boom. Environment, schema registry. Let's see, data contracts. We have this. Yeah, so I don't know where this. I don't know where this key byte comes into play. Probably because we didn't assign this, but it still should not be a problem, because with the flight values, same thing, schema, reference, and if I go here in my cluster, in my topics, and view data contract. So that's the data contract for value. Well, it will require some additional investigation. So I don't want to spend much time right now to investigate this. It was fun. So what we have here? We have all this tooling. They help somehow. It also depends on the client. Maybe Windsurf doesn't know much about Confluent Cloud and Flink in Confluent Cloud, which is something that we can teach it, because those tools also have a memory and configuration of this memory. And so first time when it tried to create the Flink statement, it didn't go into the MCP tool and investigate how it will create. And for that matter, start creating kind of like a configuration for this connector, which is not right, because Confluent Cloud has only one source for Flink connectors. Second thing is that we were able to create schema, and this tool was super useful, at least to generate the schema. I just told it, hey, create the schema. I went with Confluent extension for Visual Studio Code and created schema for this particular topic, which was like super useful. And we were stumbled on creating the Flink query because of the mismatch. I will investigate and I will report to you how this worked and things like that. As always, please do subscribe to Confluent Developer YouTube channel. Follow us in LinkedIn. Hopefully, this stream was useful for some people. Maybe you learned something interesting. My name is Viktor Gamov. I'm a principal developer advocate here with Confluent. As always, have a nice day, and I will see you in streams. Next month, we will continue our journey to the world of streaming frontiers and where no data stream engineer has gone before. Take care.